quickly and loosely translated.
Yeah. So 3, 2, 1, go.
Alright, so what's actually really interesting in speedrunning this game is that routing is actually a serious thing. Because stages rank up and get the requirements get longer and harder. So you want to get stages that can be really hard.
Cute and adorable turtles. We need to rescue them.
Yeah,
exactly.
The easiest example to point out is right now that if you do this stage later, you might have to rescue like 5 turtles instead of 2.
And this is where you get your power shoveling environmentalist degree.
Yep, because I guess the big pool was saltwater, so we had to get them out of there or something. It's not really clear.
I would have used like a net, my hands. They're like such tame turtles.
Yeah.
Like power shovels is not the right equipment to do this job.
Yeah.
But that's
and you earned $58,000 from rescuing turtles.
Yeah, well, now we've got to smash a car.
Yeah, somebody's been parking their car where they shouldn't be, and we're just going to smash it with a power shovel to teach them a lesson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Limousine with some very fancy engine work.
Yeah.
So yeah. It's just completely demolished.
And now we're going to do some security work against these Mega Man robots.
In the sky.
Yeah.
Exactly as a 2
In the sky.
Here's that. Alright, so this is a horrible stage because it's a lot of RNG and just complete randomness. And the way it works is that, yeah, you can hit 2 panels and the panels in between also disappear. And you just have to wait for these robots to get close enough so that you can knock out these panels.
Nice work.
I actually do a manipulation at the start of that, which gives me a 50-50 chance of getting optimal RNG. I didn't get it, so I lost 11 seconds. That's the reason why this is early in the run, so you can reset in the speed run.
This game has an advancing controller that was made for it too. It says it costs like $80.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually looked, it's $200 now.
Oh.
What?
Yeah.
They increased that much in 6 months?
Yeah. So we
controller that looks literally like the controls.
We should talk about the controls because they're actually really interesting because they're actually like really accurate to how you would control one of these because you have control over each joint of the arm as well as you have tread controls for driving. So like you don't push forward to drive, you tell each tread to go forward, and then in order to turn you have to either do one tread or spin.
It uses every single button on the PlayStation controller as buttons. The D-pad's just 4 more buttons that go in random directions.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's pretty incredible.
So now the Japanese mafia wants me to knock down these guys' sheds. He hasn't been paying his bills.
Yeah. And fortunately all the sheds are lined up very nicely for us. They're not straight against each other, but... Well, no, we don't really need to knock down the shed. It's just the flagpole at the end that we're mad at.
Yeah.
So he's mad at us because we're not working fast enough. I'm not sure what that poster is supposed to be in there, but we'll not ask about that.
They've got one in every shed, so it must be something important.
I'd also like to note that our paycheck is pretty ludicrous for most of these things.
Yeah.
Because, you know, we knocked down some sheds, it took a little while, and $79,000.
For what? A minute of labor?
Yeah. Yeah, they may have translated yen just directly to dollars.
Maybe.
It's somewhat loosely done for a lot of localization.
Yeah. So now we need a whole lot of curry.
Curry, yeah. This is your food preparation power shovel training.
Yep.
This is how we're going to receive food in future marathons. Yeah, hotter is the worst because
it's pretty horrible. This is really good luck overall, though.
Yeah.
I actually found out it's not quite random, so it will bias it slightly towards the ones on the side. So you actually get better than average chances of having 0 or 1s.
Even so, 1 out of 6.
Yeah, 1 out of 6 is good.
This next one, in the middle of all of these action sequences, is going to be a math puzzle. They're going to give me a bunch of random products, and I need to find a combination that totals up to this value.
Where's Bob Barker to introduce
Yes.
himself?
So you have to be a very multi-talented person in order to drive the power shovel.
This is the guy you do not mess with on Black Friday. He is the kind of guy you hear about in the news reports of people injuring people during Black Friday.
I can find those deals so fast. And the thing is, it gives you a combination of either 2, 3, or 4 items. 3 is the most typical, but sometimes you get lucky and you get 2 combinations, which obviously saves you a couple of seconds every time you do that.
Also, if they just happen to be close to the sell button like they were theirs.
Yeah, that was pretty good luck.
$144,000.
Some good shopping.
So now we've been doing all this crazy stuff, and now we have to dig a hole.
Well, you know those sheds that the mafia wanted you to bring down? There are people living in them, and now you got to take care of the sheds.
Yeah, the guy didn't quite learn when we told him to pay his bills. He will learn. This is one of the levels that really emphasizes the control scheme. As I mentioned, you're using every button on the controller, and in fact, you have to do combinations of 4 or 5 buttons simultaneously to get smooth movement. So to do this fast, it actually is a lot of coordinated activity.
Yeah, that was really a really nice dig too.
Yeah.
Like the sand is really bad about how it detects how deep you've dug. So sometimes you can get a big scoop of sand and it's like, you didn't dig anywhere. What are you talking about?
And now, for no reason at all, someone's got their power shovel stuck in an electric fence and we need to get it out.
Yup. This minigame's pretty horrible because your perspective isn't very good compared to what will actually make contact. Because the bucket itself is behind all of this, so it's just the arm. But the arm is also off at an angle from the screen, so the perspective is weird. Kicking tunes.
Oh, that's what happens because it's electric fence.
Yeah. I like the wireframe of the guardrails. Just don't even need to try. $140,000.
And now it's time for missile defense. There's alien space missiles attacking Earth, and of course the only thing that can save the day is an orbital power shuffle.
Yeah.
This is also the biggest source of RNG in the game. I need to hit 22 of the missiles before they hit me twice. But they spawn from both random directions and at random intervals. It could be 4 or 5 seconds between missiles, or it could spawn 10 missiles simultaneously. It's just a surprise every time you play the game.
Yeah. No time to rest.
No, because it's one of the easier stages to do.
Yeah. It's also one that ramps up really quickly. So if you do it early, you only save like 1 or 2 missiles. Unless you do it like the very first one.
Which you don't want to do. Some of the ones that you do early just ramp up really badly. And the turtles are really random. They can just not be in a position to be grabbable at all.
That being said, you're getting really terrible luck.
Yeah.
Because what you want is just like big clumps of them.
Wow.
Don't worry. The Earth is safe.
Don't worry. Earth is safe.
I like the little space guy out
there's a little astronaut in the floating background. Pink spacesuit.
Okay. Yeah, he's fine. Don't worry about him.
We're millionaires.
And now that we've done that, we need to play with some dolls.
So this is practice, and then emergency situation when there's a wrecking ball coming your way, and you have to swat it away.
And this is where you kind of feel the really limp noodle controls of the power shovel. It was not meant to be used in kind of this fashion. So in addition to having 12 directions of freedom, it really likes to bend. The balls are also bouncing at random heights, random bowling speeds. They have curveballs inside and out.
Yeah, this is a pretty horrible bonus game.
It's also the only game that doesn't stop when you meet the objective.
Yeah,
so it only
60
stops
seconds
when you hit all of them, which is really hard to do.
Yeah.
This is one of the reasons that it's done really late.
Wait, did that one that you knocked over not count?
Yeah, there's a bug where it does not count all the ones that get knocked down, so it might be impossible to get 8.
Yeah, it's not happening.
Yeah. Oh well.
Oh,
That's pretty standard.
Time.
No, one more game.
wait, never mind. Oh yeah, sorry. There's the.
Yeah.
It's such an easy game. I always forget about it.
And
Yeah.
and there's very last game where you're just loading sand into a truck. It's like
Yeah, we've done all this crazy stuff. We did dig a hole, but now we just have to load a truck.
it's like there was a serious construction simulator that someone wanted to build. And there's this other development team that they didn't know what game they wanted to make, but they enjoyed getting drunk every night together. And somebody realized we don't got enough money to make one video game, we're just going to need to compromise. That's how Power Shovel was designed.
Yeah.
And a beautiful thing was made.
Completely nonsensical.
Yeah.
So now it really is time.
Yeah, time. Time.
Anyone on time?
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty good time.
$1,500,000.
Yeah.
And now this ending.
Ending.
That's ending.
So, congratulations.
Yep.
Have a bunch of yen.
Yeah.
Yeah, the things
Let
that
it
Power
rain
Shovel's
money.
drivers get is the women, the cars, the pool house, and of course all the money.
And the music.
Whoa.
That should be the credits too, where you're scooping up all your money.
Yeah, that would be.
I don't
that would be
know.
good.
The credits are already pretty strong the
Yeah,
way
they
they
are.
are.
So.
About localization. You might have noticed that the menus were kind of in Japanese for a lot of the things.
Yeah, and the voices are completely in Japanese.
Yeah, they just didn't.
They didn't even translate the names.
You know what?
Conversion.
The game
Yeah.
too. We're
Yeah.
not playing an import.
Well, I mean, we can show you
Good
the
enough.
case. They're just like, well, no one's gonna beat this game.
Clearly, it's far too difficult.
So, Murph, how did you find this game? So, I looked. There were 60,000 copies sold. It's not in the top 1,000 PlayStation games of all time.
So we were at I think it was Midwest Meetup, not Chicago Fun. But anyway, it was just some of us getting together, and we went to the game store in Chicago. People Play Games.
Yep.
And we went and we were walking around just looking at stuff, and I saw Power Shovel, and I thought it was this weird fighting game thing that involves power equipment. And I picked it out and looked at it, and I was like, this isn't that. I was like, I'm gonna buy it anyway. And that's it. That's the entire story.
Better than Mecha Robot.
Oh yeah,
That's Daria shit.
Daria shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you know. we need
Alright,
that.
so
So we didn't get our voice incentives, but I do want to show you one more thing. What you do with all this money is, of course, buy extras. There's a ton of unlockables in the game. Some of the games we played were actually unlockables. You don't get access to all of them.
the knocking over dolls, the robot one, and I think the missile defense one are the 3 games you unlock.
Yeah. So, sort of. It's more of just
More just
getting.
all right.